More than 20,000 Ghanaians who benefited from the Student Loan Trust Fund could face prosecution as the fund adopts aggressive measures to recover nearly 45 million Ghana cedis locked up with beneficiaries. The beneficiaries have failed to settle their indebtedness after completion of their studies in tertiary institutions, denying others the opportunity to also benefit. Names of defaulting beneficiaries have already been published. Here with me in the studio is Kofi Abil Nkrumah, his head of operations at the Student Loan Trust Fund. Kofi, I'm grateful for your time to join us this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
How did we even get here?
Well, thank you very much, Aisha, and good evening to your cherished viewers out there. This particular month of July, Student Loan Trust Fund has dedicated it as Repayment Awareness Month. And it's something we started way back in 2019, and I think it's doing very well. What we normally do is that in the month of July, we try to reach out to borrowers who have taken loans and are paying and are not even paying as expected, and those who are not paying at all. Like you rightly said, the 20,000 borrowers who are in default, when they come to Student Loan Trust Fund, our act, that is Act 820 of 2011, Section 26 of it, stipulates and explains the meaning of default. If we give the loans to you and you are due for repayment and after 6 months, you have not paid any amount, we term that borrower as a defaulter. So these 20,000, some are paying, but they are not paying on schedule and they are not paying as expected. So it's not that alarming. But we are using this opportunity to reach out to Ghanaians that whoever has benefited from the fund, they should be able to repay the loan so that others can benefit from the scheme.
Okay, so how exactly is that affecting current students who need the loan?
What is happening is that the number of people who are interested in the loan is growing. And as a result of that, we also need the funds to disburse. And our major source of funding, one is Get Fund, another is the communication task, and another one is the loan repayment. And now we see that the loan repayment is becoming the major source now because we have put in place good mechanisms to reach out to those who are owing to pay, like what we are currently doing this afternoon here. So as a result of that, we are able to get people to pay. So if somebody has taken the loan and the person refuses to pay, it's denying somebody an opportunity to get tertiary education. So we want to use this medium to reach out to all borrowers, those who are paying and those who are not paying, and even the guarantors, that they should reach out to those that they guaranteed for, so that they can pay and make the funds sustainable, so that other people who are out there can also access the funds.
And do you have a plan for this recovery exercise?
Yes, the fund was established in 2005, and we started our disbursement in 2006 and 2007. And those who were due for repayment started somewhere in 2011. And we have a full recovery unit that we have all the mechanisms in place that will reach out to borrowers. And let me refer to our act that we are currently using. Section 24 of the act stipulates that if you're an employer, for instance, multimedia, if you engage somebody, you need to inquire from the person whether the person has been a beneficiary of the fund. Then you inform the trust fund, so that we send the person's bill to you and be deducted from the person's monthly salary and give it to us. But because we have structures in place, even though it's in the act, we don't wait for you, the employer, to reach us. We will be able to reach you wherever you are through SNET system. So when you come for the loan, we ask you to bring a SNET number. And that SNET number will tell us to know where you are working. So we even approach multimedia that this person who is working with you took student loan when the person was in university or polytechnics. Please deduct. At the same time, too, we have a very strong PR system, PR unit, like what we are currently doing. Reach out to those who are also not in the formal sector. Maybe they are in the informal sector. And we have various forms of repayment platforms that those people can also pay. So far as recovery is concerned, I must say that we are doing very well. Somewhere in 2019, when we had a recovery month, in the month of November, we published the list of defaulters in the papers. And we were able to reckon more than 4 million Ghana cedis in the month of November. And even though with the COVID situation, which has affected us one way or the other, but we are still doing well.
So is there a sanction regime for those who do not conform to the rules?
Yes. When you take the Act, Section 26, 27, 28 of the Student Loan Trust Fund Act 820 stipulate the procedures. If you fail to pay, you need to get your guarantors.
Okay.
And here's the case, the guarantors will also get in touch with you. If you fail to pay, then the lender of last resort is to fall under guarantors benefit. Then we do that from there. But apart from that, we don't really want you to get there. We would try as much as possible to locate you so that you will pay. And if that one also fails, we can take a legal action against you. We can also go ahead to publish your names, your pictures in the papers like we did in 2019, which this year is likely we are going to do it again. And we don't want you to get there. That is why we're using this medium to reach out to those who are in default and those who are not paying to pay. If you're having any challenge, even with the repayment, the best thing to do is to reach us. You can come to our head office or any of our zonal offices across the country, have a discussion with us. We understand you, and you have a payment plan that can be convenient for you.
Thank you very much, Kofi Abiu Nkrumah. He's head of operations at the Student Loan Trust Fund. We wish you all the best as you try to recover your debt.